Hello, good day and welcome. My name is Mr. JB and today I'm showing you a different style of typography. We're going to be basically using this image, this object, to end up creating our word. Now to start, we have our image dropped in and I'm just going to select it and do Ctrl J twice, so that way I have two duplicates of my object. Now from here, I am going to end up going to T for my type tool, and I'm going to make sure that my font is whatever size I need it to be to start. For me, it's 150. You might have to adjust it depending on the size of your image, and I'm just going to type in jalapeno. Now, once I end up typing in jalapeno, I'm going to grab it, adjust it, move it, and kind of make it roughly to the size of what this is. It's not going to look great. That's fine. We have a lot of tweaking to do. From here, I'm going to right click on my text and I am going to convert it to a smart object. From here, I am going to go to edit, I'm going to go to transform, and I'm going to go to warp. I'm just going to end up grabbing this and I'm going to wrap it around. Now, whatever tweaks I need to make it to fit your object or your thing. And it might take a minute or two to end up grabbing it, twisting it, and putting it in the right position to make sure that it doesn't ultimately look terrible. Now, once you end up being happy with whatever it is that you've got, for me, this doesn't look great, but it'll probably do for what we need it to do for today. I've got my jalapeno there. It's pretty much covering all of the bases. It's in there. Awesome. Now, once I have my words here, I'm going to end up dragging up one of my layers up to the top, right-clicking, and changing that to a clipping mask. Now, you'll see this is what it's done. We can actually see our jalapeno, all the shades are there, the colors are there, and it looks pretty proper, which is what we want. Now, from here, we're going to end up doing some adjustments on some of our other layers. This third one, once I turn it on, it just looks like the picture, which is fine. Everything's still there. We're just going to go to select and we are going to go to remove BG. Now you might have to do this 2 or 3 times to make sure that it works. There's a couple other options, but we're just going to do this because it's normally the quickest. And once this is done doing its job, I will see you in a second. Now that I have this background removed, I'm going to right click on this layer and I'm going to convert it to a smart object. That'll help us in a minute. I'm going to select my magic wand tool and then select the area. You'll see there's kind of like this dotted line around everything but the pepper. Then I'm going to right click that pepper and go to inverse. From here, I'm going to select my background layer, and that now means I'm only selecting the pepper that's in that background layer. I'm going to press delete, and now it's gone. That's going to be pretty important for in a minute, but we want to end up making sure that that stays selected and that we still have our background layer selected. From here, we are going to edit, we are going to fill, and then we want to make sure that we change this fill drop down to content aware. It might take a minute. It's going to be some AI to fill this space, and once it's done, I'll see you again and we'll go through the rest. Perfect. Now that this has gone through and it has created this space here, sometimes it might mess up. You want to end up going to your spot healing brush, and then you just brush over it and it will create it to maybe make it look a little bit better. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to make sure that it fills and it doesn't look terrible. Now from here, I'm going to turn on my layer 1 and I'm going to end up going and I am going to create a raster mask. So to do that, I'm going down in the bottom here and I'm going to select the camera tool. From here, I'm going to make sure that I have the right side object selected, and I'm going to press Ctrl I. Now, it's made my jalapeno disappear. And what's the point of that? We'll find out in just a second. I'm going to turn on my regular jalapeno, and then I'm going to end up going to selecting the right side of my layer 1. That's this object over here. And I want to end up grabbing the white colored brush. Now, if yours isn't white or black, just make sure that you select it so that way it is. I'm going to grab my brush and I'm going to go up here and I'm going to select the faded one. Leave my hardness low, and then I'm just going to end up adjusting the size to make it a little bit larger. From here, I'm just going to end up drawing and kind of filling in the space around the jalapeno. It doesn't need to look perfect. It doesn't need to look great, but it's going to kind of give you that little bit of a pop to still kind of show you that the jalapeno's there. If you like to just keep tapping in that spot rather than dragging, sometimes that can give you a different effect, or maybe the effect that you want. Or if you wanted this to be totally white in the background, there's some different options for you to make that happen. If you wanted your text to pop a little bit more, you could go in and you could create an outline on your text and then make it somewhere similar to the color, but just enough to make it pop or make it white or black. And there's a lot of options to make this look amazing in terms of your typography. Now, with that, that's all that we're going to cover. That's all that we're going to go through. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something and I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Take care and be safe.